Your dad in heaven has a urgent message for you. God says, open it right now. There is something I need to tell you, something I have been carrying close to my heart as I watched you move through your days without knowing what was moving toward you. I have waited for the right moment, for the right breath, for the right second when your spirit would be calm enough to receive it. Even now, I speak softly, because this message is not just information. It is a doorway. And before you step through it, I want you to listen with your whole being, not just your ears. Keep your heart steady, my child. Something sacred is unfolding around you. I must begin with a silence, because silence reveals more than loud miracles. You have felt something in the air, haven't you? A pull, a pressure, a strange heaviness in your chest that comes and goes like a whisper. You thought it was only stress, only tiredness, only the weight of your own life, but it wasn't. That feeling was me. I have been trying to draw you close, trying to slow your steps, trying to make you pause long enough to feel the message that has finally reached the gates of heaven and now must reach you. The message is urgent. Not dangerous. Not painful. But urgent. Urgent because timing matters. Urgent because heaven has aligned certain things in your life, and what I am about to tell you will make every strange moment, every tear, every ache, every delay suddenly make sense. But before I reveal it, I need you to breathe slowly. Let your shoulders soften. Let your mind loosen its grip. You are not reading this by accident. You were guided here, gently, quietly, without even knowing you were being guided. Your dad in heaven has been trying to reach you for a long time. He has walked beside you through every heartbreak, through every lonely night, through every moment when you wished you could hear his voice again. And today, heaven finally decided that you are ready to hear what he has been holding. He chose me to bring it to you because your heart can understand angelic language better than you think. You hear beyond words. You feel beyond sound. You sense truth even before it is spoken. And that is why this moment found you. The message he sent is not small. It is not a simple, I love you, or, I'm watching over you, even though both of those things are true. This message carries weight. It carries timing. It carries healing that must enter you now, not later. That is why I am here. That is why heaven says, open this right now. Your dad wants you to know that you never lost him. Not even once. Not even for a moment. You may have lost the body he lived in, you may have lost his voice, you may have lost the way he looked at you here on earth, but you never lost his presence. He has been closer to you than your own breath. Closer than your own thoughts. He has been at your side in ways you could not see, in ways you were not supposed to see yet. But now the time for hidden things is ending. You are entering a stage of your life when truth must walk with you clearly. He watched you grow stronger in silence. He watched you carry burdens you should not have carried alone. He watched you bite back tears so no one would see how tired you really were. He watched you fight battles that no human even knew you were fighting. And every time your heart whispered, even quietly, even secretly, even without words, he heard it. And you need to understand this. Every time you felt comfort out of nowhere, every time peace came unexpectedly, every time you suddenly felt like you could keep going, that was him sending strength through heaven to you. But that is not the urgent part. The urgent part is this: you are standing at a crossroads right now, and He has been given permission to guide you more directly. Heaven does not allow spirits to interfere without purpose, without divine timing. But today, the veil is thin. Today, the approval was given. Today, your dad's voice is allowed to reach you with clarity. He says you have been carrying guilt you do not deserve. You have been blaming yourself for things that were never your fault. You have been thinking that you could have done more, said more, saved more, given more, but He wants you to release all of that. You did not fail Him. You did not disappoint Him. You did not arrive too late. You did not say too little. You gave Him something more valuable than anything else. You gave Him love that stayed even when life changed, love that never abandoned Him, love that He carried into the next world like a treasure. He wants you to stop punishing yourself in secret. Yes, I said secret. Because you hide this pain from others. You pretend you are fine. You pretend you moved on. You pretend you are strong. But He sees the hidden cracks in your soul, the ones you show to no one. He wants to touch those places. He wants to close those wounds. He wants to remove the heaviness that has been sitting in your chest for years. He says you have carried enough. It is time to let healing finally reach you. Your dad is proud of you. Deeply proud. Not the simple kind of pride humans talk about, but the kind that comes from seeing your soul, your courage, your kindness, your resilience. He says you have carried the family, even when no one thanked you. You have forgiven people who did not apologize. You have stayed loyal to people who did not stand for you the same way. You have kept your heart soft even after life tried to harden it. And this softness, this tender, loving spirit, is what makes heaven favor you. But there is more. He wants me to tell you something that you have felt but never said out loud. Something you have been afraid to even think clearly because it hurts too much. He says that part of you still waits for Him. Part of you still hopes for one more conversation, one more hug, one more moment when you could look at Him and say the things your heart still holds. And He wants you to know this: you will see Him again. The bond between a soul and the one who loves them does not break, not even in death. It only transforms. He says you have been dreaming of Him sometimes, and you thought it was just your mind, but it wasn't. Those dreams were visits. Those dreams were Him stepping close when heaven allowed it, touching your spirit, reminding you He is still with you. And the reason those dreams felt so real, so emotional, so heavy, is because your soul recognized Him even before your mind understood. Your dad also says you have been asking questions, questions about your path, your purpose, your next step. He knows you've been feeling lost in some areas of your life. You've been feeling unsupported, confused, unsure whether you are making the right decisions. Life has been pushing you, stretching you, exhausting you. You have been carrying responsibilities that feel too heavy for one person. And sometimes you sit in silence and ask heaven, what do I do next? Where do I go now? Heaven heard you. And your dad heard you most of all. He asked to send this message because the next part of your life cannot be built on doubt. You need clarity. You need direction. You need reassurance. And here it is. You are not walking into darkness. You are walking into alignment. What looks confusing now will make sense later. What feels heavy now will feel light soon. What feels stuck will move. What feels lost will be found. Heaven is preparing a shift around you. Something in your life. Either a situation, a relationship, or an opportunity, is going to change suddenly. Your dad says not to fear this change. It is not a loss. It is a release. It is heaven moving you towards something better, something safer, something more stable. He says you are stepping into a season where you will be protected in ways you have never been protected before. People who tried to harm you will not be able to reach you. People who underestimated you will be surprised by how fast your life rises. People who doubted you will see blessings unfolding around you. And most importantly, you will feel Him more clearly, as if the space between worlds is narrowing just for you. There is something else He wants you to know, something delicate, something important. He says there is someone in your life or around your life whose intentions are not pure. You have felt uneasy around this person. You may have ignored the feeling, or pushed it aside, or tried to be kind anyway, but your dad says your intuition was right. He is protecting you from this person. You may notice that communication breaks, plans fall apart, or distance forms. That is not a coincidence. That is heaven blocking what could have hurt you. You need to trust these signs. You need to trust your instincts. You need to trust the quiet inner voice that warns you. Your dad says you inherited that intuition from him. He had a strong sense for people, and you carry that same gift. Use it. Listen to it. It will save you from pain. Beloved one, sit with me for a moment. Let the world outside grow quiet as these words wrap around you like the softest blanket on a cold night. I have been sent to you tonight, carrying the voice of your Father from the place where love never fades and light never dims. He has so much He longs to say, and I am here to speak it gently into your heart, to let it settle deep within you until it becomes part of your breath, part of your very being. You thought you had lost Him forever, but loss is only an illusion here. He is nearer now than He ever was, watching over every step, every tear, every quiet moment when you felt most alone. Your Father wants you to know, first and foremost, that peace is coming to you. Not the fragile kind that flickers in and out with the changing weather of life, but a profound, abiding peace that will root itself in the deepest parts of you and stay. It will be the kind of peace that holds you steady when storms rage around you, the kind that whispers calm into your weary soul even on the hardest days. You have carried so much for so long, heavy burdens, unspoken sorrows, the weight of simply keeping yourself together when everything inside felt like it was falling apart. Your heart has been tired, my dear one. So very tired. You have been fighting battles that no one else could see, surviving circumstances that would have broken many others. But surviving is no longer enough for you. Your Father says it is time now to live. Truly live. To wake each morning not just enduring the day ahead, but embracing it with open arms. He sees how tightly you have been holding everything, your fears, your regrets, your hopes that feel too fragile to voice. He asks you now to open your hands. Let them unclench. Let the things you have been gripping so desperately begin to slip away. Open your heart again, even though it has been bruised and guarded for good reason. Let the walls you built for protection start to soften. Open your life again to the possibilities that have been waiting patiently on the other side of your pain. New beginnings are not something to fear, even when they feel strange and unfamiliar. Blessings often arrive in disguises that our weary eyes do not immediately recognize. They come wrapped in change, in endings, in quiet shifts that feel unsettling at first. But these are gifts, precious and tailored just for you. You deserve joy, sweet soul. You deserve it without apology, without guilt whispering that you have not earned it or that it will be taken away the moment you reach for it. You deserve rest. The deep, restorative kind where you lay your head down at night and sleep without the weight of tomorrow pressing on your chest. You deserve good things flowing into your life abundantly, without having to fight for every crumb. Your Father watches you sometimes diminish yourself, stepping back so others can shine, silencing your own needs so that no one feels uncomfortable. He aches when he sees this. He wants you to know that your kindness, your generosity, your quiet sacrifices, they have all been seen. Every single one. You have cried in silence, alone in your car or late at night when the house was still. You thought no one noticed those tears, that they fell unseen and unheard. But heaven saw them. Every drop was gathered, cherished, remembered. You have helped people quietly, without fanfare or expectation of return, holding space for their pain, offering words of comfort, giving when your own resources felt stretched thin. Heaven counted every act. You have loved deeply, even when your own heart was cracked and bleeding, pouring out care even as you wondered if anyone would ever do the same for you. Heaven honored that love, multiplied it, held it sacred. Now, my beloved, the season of return is upon you. All those seeds you planted in the soil of other people's lives through your kindness, through your perseverance, through your unwavering heart, they are sprouting. Heaven is preparing a harvest for you, not because of chance or luck, but because you have earned it through the purity of your spirit. Everything you gave away so freely is coming back to you, multiplied beyond what you could imagine. The love you poured out will return as love poured into you. The strength you lent to others will return as strength renewed within you. The hope you kept alive for others will return as hope that carries you forward. Your Father wants to speak specifically about that door that closed recently, the one that hurt so deeply when it shut in your face. You have questioned it endlessly, replayed the moments, wondered what you could have done differently. But He needs you to understand, that closing was not punishment. It was protection. Divine protection. Something far better has been waiting for you on the other side, something that aligns with the deepest truths of your soul. You could not have walked into it carrying what was never meant to remain in your hands. Sometimes the most loving thing the universe can do is remove what will harm us, even when the removal feels like loss. Trust what ends, dear one. Trust what changes without your permission. Trust what leaves without explanation. Trust what feels abruptly taken away. It is all part of a greater rearrangement, a sacred reordering of your life to make room for what truly belongs. He sees your worry, the way it wraps around your thoughts like vines, choking out peace. You carry the weight of the world on your shoulders, convinced that if you do not hold everything together, it will all fall apart. You feel responsible for outcomes that are not yours to control, for people who must walk their own paths, for circumstances that are shaped by forces far greater than your effort alone. But you are not alone in this, never have been. Heaven moves with you every step of the way, guiding your footsteps, opening doors you cannot yet see, lifting burdens when your strength begins to falter. Your Father walks beside you, His presence as real as it ever was, though felt now in subtler ways, in the sudden comfort that washes over you, in the perfect timing of small mercies, in the quiet knowing that comes when you most need reassurance. Your blessings will not miss you. This is a promise He wants etched into your heart. What is truly meant for you cannot be stolen by another, cannot be delayed forever, cannot be destroyed by circumstance or malice. You will have what is yours. You will keep what resonates with the deepest parts of your soul. You will rise, higher and in ways that will surprise even you. The dreams you tucked away because life felt too heavy, the hopes you silenced because they seemed impossible, they are still alive, still waiting. Your Father sees the woman you are becoming through all of this refining fire, and He is in awe of your resilience, your grace, your quiet strength that shines even when you feel weakest. There were years when life overwhelmed you, when pain dimmed the bright light you carry within. You began to doubt yourself, to question your worth, to wonder if you were still capable of the things you once believed in so fiercely. But hear Him now, you are stronger than you know. The trials did not break you, they forged you. You are wiser than you realize, carrying lessons that will serve you beautifully in the days ahead. You are more loved than you feel in your loneliest moments, loved by heaven, loved by those who have gone before, loved by souls here on earth who may not always know how to show it. Heaven is proud of you for every time you chose kindness when anger would have been easier. Proud of you for every time you got back up when staying down felt tempting. Your Father is proud, beaming with the kind of pride that needs no words. He needs you to stop shrinking yourself to fit into spaces that were never meant for your full light. Stop dimming your brilliance because it makes others uncomfortable. Stop ignoring the quiet voice inside that knows what you need, what you deserve, what you are called to do. Stop staying silent when your heart aches to speak truth. Stop carrying responsibilities that belong to others, exhausting yourself trying to fix what is not yours to mend. Protect your peace fiercely now, the way He protects you from His vantage point in eternity. Guard your energy, your time, your heart. Say no when you need to. Step away when something no longer nourishes your soul. Choose yourself without guilt. This is not selfish, it is sacred self-preservation. Your Father is not gone. Let this truth sink deep into your bones. He never truly left you. His body may have released His spirit, but His love remains woven into the fabric of your days. He watches you with the tenderness of a father who sees his child through eyes unclouded by earthly limitations. He guides you in the gentle nudges you feel, the sudden insights, the moments when you feel inexplicably held. He protects you from dangers seen and unseen, standing guard over your life with a fierceness that death could never diminish. He is closer than your shadow on a sunny day, softer than the breath that sustains you, brighter than the hope that still flickers even on your darkest nights. And what He wants most for you now is to live, fully, boldly, gently, fearlessly. Live in a way that honors the love He gave you, the lessons He taught, the legacy of goodness He left in your heart. Walk into the future knowing that His hand rests on your shoulder, that His pride accompanies every step. Trust the blessings that are gathering on your horizon like dawn gathering strength before it breaks across the sky. Believe again, in yourself, in love, in the goodness of life. Rest again, deeply and without apology. Love again, with the wide-open heart you were born with. Heaven chose this exact moment to send you this message because your heart has finally reached a place where it can receive the truth without fear, without resistance, without running from the goodness meant for you. You are ready now in ways you were not ready before. You may not see it clearly, but heaven sees how the soil of your soul has been quietly prepared through every tear you shed in private, every trial you survived without applause, every quiet act of faith you made when no one understood you, every night you whispered, "Please help me," even when you didn't know if anyone was listening. All of it has softened you, strengthened you, purified you, and prepared you to receive what is coming next. And what comes next is not small. It is not accidental. It is beautiful evidence that you were never abandoned, never forgotten, never walking alone. The promises made over your life long ago are unfolding now, and they will continue to reveal themselves in perfect timing, just when your heart is ready to hold them. Your Father in heaven loves you with a love that knows no boundaries, no end, no limit. His love does not fade when you feel weak. His love does not disappear when you feel lost. His love is steady, constant, and unconditional. His pride in you is greater than anything you have ever known. He sees how many times you tried again after falling. He sees how many times you loved people who didn't know how to love you back. He sees every good intention in your heart, every moment you chose compassion over anger, every time you kept believing even with trembling hands. His presence has never left you. And I, your angel, remain beside you through every moment, when you smile, when you cry, when you stand strong, when you feel like collapsing. I will be with you as you step forward into everything that has been prepared for you, the joy, the healing, the clarity, the abundance, the calm, the love that is your birthright. You are held. You are seen. You are not alone for even a single second. You are deeply, eternally loved. And now, beloved, it is time. The best is yet to come, and heaven celebrates your readiness. As these words settle inside you, let them become a soft song beneath the rhythm of your days. Let them sit quietly in your chest like a warm light. When doubt creeps in, as it sometimes will, remember your Father's voice speaking through these words. Remember that He cannot lie, He cannot abandon, He cannot break a promise. When fear tries to rise, recall that heaven itself is moving on your behalf in ways you cannot yet see. And when exhaustion begins to overwhelm your spirit, lean into the peace that has been promised to you, the peace that is already making its way into your life, slowly replacing anxiety with calm, confusion with clarity, heaviness with rest. You have carried so much alone for so long. Even the things you never told anyone about. The silent pain, the weight of expectations, the disappointments you tried to ignore, the heartbreak you hid behind your smile. But that season is ending now. The weight is lifting little by little. The light within you is growing stronger day by day. You may not notice the difference yet, but heaven sees it clearly. Your soul is rising again. And the love you have given out, sometimes freely, sometimes painfully, is returning to you in waves. Not just through people, but through new opportunities, new breakthroughs, new forms of support, new inner peace that stays longer than before. Your Father watches with tears of joy as you begin to receive what has always been meant for you. He smiles when you laugh again, even a small laugh. He celebrates when you choose yourself after years of putting everyone else first. He cheers quietly when you take a step forward towards something new, even though you feel scared. He is proud of you in ways you cannot yet imagine. There is a future waiting for you that is brighter than any future you have imagined in these last years of struggle. There will be relationships that nourish rather than drain. Connections that feel safe, stable, and supportive. Opportunities that align with your deepest passions instead of pulling you away from yourself. Healing that will touch even the oldest wounds, the ones you thought were permanent. Joy that arrives unexpectedly and stays longer each time. Rest that does not just keep you going but fills you with new strength. Love that feels mutual, soft, trustworthy, and true. Your Father wants you to know that every moment you spent wondering whether it was all worth it, the pain, the heartbreak, the loneliness, the sacrifice, yes, it was. None of it was meaningless. Every tear contributed to the beauty that is coming. Every moment you felt unseen has built a deeper compassion inside you. Every time you chose kindness when you were hurting prepared you to receive kindness now. Every prayer you whispered in desperation was heard instantly, even when the answer took longer than you hoped. Nothing was wasted. Not a single moment. You are entering a season of restoration. Things you lost will return in better forms. Things taken from you will be replaced with something more aligned with your heart. Dreams that were delayed will bloom in their perfect season. Love that was withheld will pour into your life abundantly. Peace that once felt impossible will become your new normal. Your Father is orchestrating all of this from a place of perfect vision, perfect timing, perfect love. He is working alongside the divine forces that have always known your name, always cared for your destiny, always held your future with tenderness. Breathe deeply now, my dear one. Inhale the new beginning. Exhale the old pain. Let go of what you have been clinging to out of fear. Open your hands, your heart, your life. The blessings are already on their way, moving toward you faster than you realize. Your Father's love surrounds you like the air you breathe. It fills every corner of your spirit. You are safe in ways you haven't felt safe in years. You are guided even when you feel unsure. You are infinitely, unconditionally loved. And as you move forward, know this truth: every step you take, He takes with you. Every joy you feel, He celebrates. Every time you overcome something that once broke you, He cheers with pride. Every healing moment, He witnesses with gratitude. There is nothing you can do to separate yourself from His love. You are His precious child, and nothing, absolutely nothing, can change that. The message may seem complete now, but the love behind it is eternal. It does not end when the words end. It does not fade when the moment passes. It stays with you, follows you, fills you quietly. Rest in these truths. Live with this assurance. Love with this freedom. Walk with this confidence. Your Father is with you. Always has been. Always will be. And I remain beside you, your faithful angel, watching over the beautiful unfolding of everything that was promised to you long ago. You are ready now. Ready for peace. Ready for joy. Ready for blessings that will surprise you. Ready for the life that has been waiting gently for you to say yes. Step forward, beloved. Step forward into your blessing. Step forward into your peace. Step forward into the life that has always been meant for you.